That's our concern here. Let me see. You say it's not intended to impact agriculture. However, other unintended consequences. Clean Water Act was never envisioned that log roads would be treated as
point sources
for pollution. You know, or that shooting over a water would be a violation when regulations started. And that's the concern, is that somebody else can.
Concern is what?
Yeah, these are laws that were harmless when they were passed, but you know, how they were.
Certainly, I can understand, and I'm sure that the original intent of the laws was not to have, you know, really. And at any point in time, we can revisit that. So that's something that I'll make a note of and look into it. Because we have in New York done a lot of things like protect the farm, or right to farm laws, which people, the localities try to violate, and the state says, no, you can't, because we want farmers to be able to farm the land that they own or rent or whatever. So, you know, as I say, those things can be looked at any time, and I'll certainly look at your concern there, and if you got any more thoughts on it, please give it to me. I happen to be chair of the Assembly Agriculture Committee, so I'm very concerned about agriculture.
Jump on.
Can you make it short?
You invited me. And just a quick note to folks, I was asked to attend a little meeting before the chamber meeting. No one told me what the meeting was truly about, and that was focused on the bill. So just in fairness, glad to be here with you. If I'd known it was 100 people to focus on one bill, I would have been here better prepared, but I can handle it. And I did take a look at the bill, and what this bill does say, because I've seen these bills before, it gives local governments the ability to put it in their zoning, to allow it to be a permitted use or not. So anyone who understands zoning, when you have a zoning regulation, you have a list of activities, and you have zoning designations. Could be for housing, could be for commercial development, could be for industrial development, special use. And if it's on a list, and the local government puts it on a list, then it can be included wherever they want it, or excluded. So this basically says local governments would have the ability to exclude that activity. So that's clearly what the bill says. Just quickly on the issue of unintended consequences, and I learned this a long time ago from a friend. When legislators pass laws, it can be general or it could be greatly detailed. The more general it is, and when it's given to an agency, there's holes. It's like Swiss cheese. So the more holes you have in the Swiss cheese, the more room you have for regulations by agencies who are not elected officials, who live in their offices and may not have the worldview that they have or we have, gives them the ability to put more restrictions on it. So part of our challenge, and Mr. McGee is absolutely right, if we see something heading south that we don't like, we have to come back and take some of those holes out of the Swiss cheese. We've got to put those holes in ourselves, rather than let DEC or DOT or the Thruway Authority or anyone else who may not be tied to our local community as close as we are. Don't let the bureaucrats fill in the holes. So we have to be more, we have to focus on filling those holes more.
Thank you.